Yeah. The complete ballad of Gomez and the Blackberry Breach. Gather round, you digital drifters, and hear a tale of woe about a man named Aaron Victor Cox, the meanest guy you'll know. On the web he's known as Gomez, but his stature's rather slight, a balding bitter fellow who hides in the dead of night. He's got a fear of females that he just can't seem to hide. His wife got a restraining order and a place for her to reside. Because Aaron wouldn't stop his talk, he wouldn't let her be. So he took his rage to the internet and doxed the world for free. He calls up every grandma, he harasses every kin, leaving a trail of victims where his digital life has been. He claims he was a hero when the Coast Guard salty spray, but he sat on a tiny island for 6 months and a day. He messed with a radio frequency, a high voltage humming sound, and it arced right through his trousers and it knocked him to the ground. Went the dial and pop went the heat. It toasted his precious cargo from his head down to his feet. They didn't just burn, they didn't just singe, they took on a purple hue as black as Granny's Blackberry jam and sticky as Elmer's glue. One day he sat up on a hill looking out across the sea, watching for the victims of his latest doxing spree. The air went snap and crackle and Aaron felt the dread. The realization hit him, his nuts were roasted red. In a panic he went wild, he started banging on a wall, trying to fix his jam nuts with the blunt force trauma brawl. Thwack, 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 he went until the stone began to crack and walnuts started falling in a crunchy brown attack. That's when the sky turned neon green and the salsa did descend. He thought the grays have come for me, my suffering will end. But out stepped the Klingons with their ridges and their beer. They saw little Aaron twitching and they sensed the biological fear. The leader, mighty Mock Tag, gave a roar that shook the trees as Aaron started leaking butt juice and fell upon his knees. Pathetic human, Mock Tag screamed, your internal fuels are weak, tighten up Uranus Cox before you start to peak. The Klingons didn't hesitate, they flipped him like a toy while Aaron's live stream camera captured every bit of joy. The chat was absolutely flying, the victims started to cheers. That a Klingon proctologist? Rang out both loud and clear. They probed him with the neon tube, they worked for a solid hour, plugging up the butt juice. With intergalactic power they jettisoned a crate of corks and a note that said, be still, stop calling people's families, you weirdo on the hill. But the law was catching up to him as the law was wont to do. They dragged him into court to face the people he put through. The judge looked at his shiny head and down at his tiny frame, examined, tried to dock the bailiff. It's his only claim to fame. Your Honor, cried the prosecutor, he's a menace to the web. His credibility is lower than the midnight ocean ebb. He's leaking radioactive sludge and walnuts on the floor, and the Klingon medical bill just arrived at the courthouse door. The bailiff grabbed a mop and bucket, looking quite disgusted as Aaron's Blackberry cargo once again became unadjusted. The judge slammed down her gavel, next court date's Tuesday morning. Consider this a cosmic and a legal final warning. Stop your heart racing cock, so we'll call the Klingons back to put another glowing tube inside your leaky crack. So now he waits in silence with his walnuts in the pile, the most peculiar little man to ever walk a mile. He's the king of the Blackberry Breach, the master of the docks, but he's mostly just a bald man in some very sticky socks.